All right. Hey, it is Space Word Bird. Welcome to another YouTube video. Playing some video games today. Today we're playing some NBA 2K17. Playing some MyTeam. Sounds weird saying that. But anyways, second vid of the NBA 2K17 season. Playing some MyTeam and working the NBA 2K17 auction house. And as you can see here, a little success. Yeah, we hit a 500,000 MT and we're only 2 weeks into the season. So today's vid, a follow-up to our first vid. A vid where we shared our sniping process. Yeah, how we go about working the auction house. Now, if you missed that vid, you can click on the link in the upper right-hand corner of this video. Take you right to that vid. Today's vid, we're going to give you specifics on what exactly we're targeting in the auction house and how we're actually making our MT. Our last vid, we showed you how we worked our way up to over 200,000 MT by working the auctions that first weekend, early tip-off weekend. We made our MT flipping higher value emeralds. Cards like KD, Anthony Davis, Clay, Boogie, Westbrook. Now, what we did was we set up a filter to emerald, and we filtered to Western Conference. Why? A couple of reasons. First, these cards are higher in value. We find deals on them and flip them for larger profits, right? That's the goal. A ton of profit margin in Eastern Conference players. Also about getting the best deals first by filtering out Eastern Conference players. That definitely helped out. We were quicker. We were making plays. Next thing we did was we set up our buy now a little higher. Yeah, set up a price range between 4,000 and 8,000 MT. Kind of conceding those super cheap snipes to the general sniping community. We were content taking everything else. One other thing to look at, you might want to filter out historic players. Just set it to current. Now, there is some value to sniping historic players. They've got great value to people that are trying to complete these historic sets, and the cards are more difficult to find. We can talk about that in a future vid. Now, the auction house updates 4 times per hour. On PS4, it's at the top of the hour and every 15 minutes after that. And on Xbox One, it's 5 minutes past the top of the hour and every 15 minutes after that. Yeah, it's like clockwork. Now, a smart try-hard tip, set an alarm on your phone or keep a clock next to the Xbox. That's what we do. Then you're setting up your filter and spamming that refresh. Looking for the new cards with end auction times of 3 hours and 45 minutes to 4 hours. When you see those cards, you know the auction house is updated. This is where you need to step up and make some plays. Now, after the refresh, after picking up those higher value emeralds, one thing we like to look at right away is gold players that have good value. And we'll set up another quick filter and look for these players. We'll set it to gold, we'll set our buy now for 500 to 2,000 MT, and then we'll flip between positions. I like to start at either shooting guards or centers, and then flip over to small forwards. What players are we looking for? Shooting guards, we're looking for CJ McCollum, JJ Redick, historic Ray Allen, and Del Curry. These are cards you should be able to flip for about 3,000 to 4,000 MT. Find one for 2,000 MT or less, yeah, it's a pretty safe pickup. Now, if you're really lucky, you're finding historic Gerald Green or Drazen Petrovic. Again, some of these gold historics have a ton of value. They're needed to complete sets, and they're more difficult to find. And people definitely willing to pay more to find them to finish the set. Yeah, just look at Chris Smoove. He just finished the Magic historic set. Picked up Diamond Shaq. What's funny is the hype. It's only a 93 overall, and I can't even imagine the amount of money that was spent to get it. Me, I'm just content sitting back, waiting for newer, better content to be released and for prices to come down. Now, next, we're going to look at gold centers, looking for Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Jordan. They definitely stand out. They also sell pretty easy for 3,000 to 4,000 MT. Other cards you're looking for, gold historics like Sean Bradley, Darko, Tiago Splitter. Again, a ton of profit to be made with these gold historics right now. And everybody is racing to complete these sets. We'll flip over real quick to small forwards and look for Giannis and Ben Simmons. Pretty easy flips for 3,000 to 4,000 MT again. And of course, looking for deals on gold historics. Don't really mess around with point guards and power forwards. No one really that stands out. Again, we're looking for cards with decent profit margins. Now, once I've made that sweep, I'm switching over to consumables, talking badges, gold playbooks, gold jerseys, shoes, coaches. We'll talk more about consumables in a future vid. But as you can see, always going to find consumables in my auction house results mix. Yeah, in our last video, was at over 200,000 MT. Now looking at these current auction house results, you're saying, well, wait a minute. Why is your MT so low again? Well, when those new flashback packs came out last week, Thursday, auction house was lit up. Yeah, just like last year, when new content is released, that is the day to go shopping. I spent that day over 150,000 MT on items not to improve my MyTeam, no, on items to strictly flip. So yeah, when all the dust settled, my MT was down to under 50,000. A little stressful, right? Was at over 200,000 at the start of the day, and now down to under 50,000. But I knew the stuff I bought had demand, and knew that the value of these items would eventually increase once the market settled down. Trick was being patient, and the trick was being consistent, putting the items back up in auction, and holding firm on what I thought was a fair price. Wasn't in a rush to sell them. It's the start of the season. If I was chilling for the day, I'd use 4-hour auctions, keep my stuff in the front of the line, and if I was gone for the day, I'd use 12 or 24-hour auctions. Yeah, that little set it and forget it technique. Now, at the beginning of the video, I showed you how I hit a 500,000 MT in exactly 2 weeks by working working the auction house. Yeah, hustling. So what is my plan moving forward? Going to continue working the auction house. Would love to get to 1 million MT. And for me, no plans on rushing to complete these sets. Are there some nice cards out there? Absolutely. But what you need to pay to complete these sets, definitely not worth it. Now, in a future vid, we're going to show you how you can take advantage of these overpriced silver and bronze cards. Make some MT on these inflated card prices. Yeah, my plan is I'm going to sit back and wait for better content to be released, and sitting on a million MT, I'll be ready to start making some plays to improve my lineup. And my lineup at the moment, it is a budget lineup, and I am absolutely loving it. Super fun to run. Just knocked out Domination with it, and picked up my first Amethyst, a free Amethyst, Stevie Francis. Going to take a look at my budget lineup in a future vid. Get set for that. Show you why I'm liking it so much. All right, and that's all we got for you today. We really appreciate likes. By clicking that like button, that is your way of saying, yeah, keep making more vids for the NBA 2K17 season. Dislike it if that's your thing. We get it. We just appreciate that you stop by and subscribe so you're checking out future vids. And by subscribing, you are officially running with our crew. Check us out on Twitter. Here's where you can find us. Make sure you give us a follow. Want to talk auction house stuff? Send us a tweet to give a follow back. Always happy to chat. We do plan on Twitch streaming every once in a while. No real schedule yet, but if we're hanging out, we do plan on flipping the switch on the Twitch every once in a while. And here's where you can find us on Twitch. Go there and give us a follow. Good luck in the auction house. For Party Pete, this is Space. We are out.